Hi, I'm Shimon Baruch Glickman. With me is Rabbi Folger, Senior Rabbi of the Munich community. In our interview this evening, we'll be discussing the upcoming holiday of bShvat. Now, bShvat has nothing to do with the number 2. 2 is just the numerical value of a tes, an avav, which is 9 and 6, which is 15. It's the 15th of Shvat. 15th of Shvat is the Jewish birthday of the trees. Rabbi, have you ever been to a tree's birthday party?
Well, as a matter of fact, now I think about it, I haven't.
Well,
I kind of imagine this big fruit cake with branches as candles, but I've never quite been to one.
So then what is this tree birthday business?
Well, it's not really a birthday. What it is that time in the year when there are no fruits, all fruits have already been gathered, there are no fruits growing on the trees, and that's a perfect time to start counting the new year for the purpose of establishing how to tithe fruits, for example. Meaning, for all kind of agricultural laws that relate to trees, we have to be able to separate 1 year of produce from another year of produce. We separate from fruits that grow in the land of Israel, tithes, think of it as taxes. So really, bShvat is the beginning, or the end, and it goes both ways, of the tree's tax year for fruit taxes. And really the authority establishing that, in a sense you could think of, as Americans would say, the internal fruit generating service.
So is the internal fruit generating service, which celebrates all the tax that they have taken, but why are we celebrating it? I mean, yes, tithes are important, but practically nowadays, what's in it for us? Why is it such a big festival?
Well, that's mightily good question. As a matter of fact, since the destruction of the temple, we haven't been separating tithes as we're supposed to, because many of the tithes need to be eaten in ritual purity, and since the destruction of the temple, we haven't been able to attain that kind of level of tahara, of ritual purity. So really, it's kind of a mystery at first sight. What would you think? Is it an excuse perhaps to party? I think it is. It's a good excuse to party. Think about it. When is bShvat happening? It's smack at the end of the winter. There's nothing growing. You're asking someone, is something starting? Is something beginning? He's looking at you like, I don't know, nothing happening. It's cold, we're shivering, there's barely a ray of light from the sun, a bit more than, a month ago, but it's not really great yet. And you're saying, watch this tree. There's some trees where you'll see the smallest beginning of a blossom. There's something happening right in the middle of the dead season. Life is coming out. It's a time to celebrate the beginning that's coming. Spring is coming. We're announcing the spring. We're announcing a new beginning. We're going somewhere. I think that's a reason to party. That's a good reason. It's also a spiritual reason to party.
So we're celebrating what we're celebrating.
We're celebrating rebirth, regrowth, renaissance, start over, tabula rasa, new open possibilities. Spring is not just a season. Spring is a time also to regenerate ourselves spiritually. If you think of the calendar, we're going towards Purim and Pesach.
So in a sense, it's the beginning of a new start.
Definitely.
Right. Which is absolutely beautiful. In the dark winter, cold, miserable, wet, flooding in Israel, we're now stepping towards a bright, sunny future. And may I add, the fruits aren't going to be there for another half a year or so. But we know they're coming.
That's right. It's having the foresight that the fruits are coming. We can prepare for them. And if you don't prepare for them, you might miss out on wonderful fruits growing. So you definitely want to prepare, and that's what the party's for. It's a launching pad.
Well, let's take this opportunity to relaunch. Many of us may well have relaunched a few days ago on the kind of secular New Year. Let's relaunch again. Let's renew our convictions, our commitments, our connections. And let's look forwards to the future where we'll have those fruit.
That's right.
Thank you.
Thank you too, Rabbi.
Enjoy your fruit.